News, however, as we look again at the replay of what happened to Nigel Mansell coming up the hill. He loses it, as you see, flings on left lock. The car spins round. Nigel looks. There's nothing he can do about it. It must have deranged the right rear suspension and position. This is quite sensational, and I do use that word advisedly. Prost has gone through. The rain is bucketing down. Nelson Piquet is out of the race. And we really are not going to get very many finishers because Alboreto has gone past me with his Ferrari misfiring very badly indeed. Now, there is Arnoux. That is Keke Rosberg. There is Stefan Beloff. And on lap 16, the order then is Alain Prost leading. Niki Lauda is second. Senna is in third place. Arnoux is fourth. Rosberg is fifth. And in sixth position is Stefan Beloff.
Well, the men to watch, it would seem, are Ayrton de Senna and Stefan Beloff, both of whom have already growing reputations for being very talented and very, very quick drivers indeed. And the wet seems to have given them their chance. Beloff is in a car that is well suited to the conditions. Lighter and more nimble, doesn't have the power, but that doesn't matter so much in the wet. It's negated by the fact that the more powerful cars just spin their wheels. Beloff has come, incidentally, from last place on the grid. And, of course, Ayrton de Senna, who's shown a really remarkable, prodigious quantity of talent in his driving so far, coupled with a certain lack of experience and a headstrongness, is really driving a very mature and remarkable race so far.
We're on lap 17, as you saw Lauda's car go through, followed by that of René Arnoux. There is Keke Rosberg, and we're waiting for the leaders to come through at the end of their 17th lap. That is the distinctive green Alfa Romeo of Riccardo Patrese. And I'm going to be very surprised if more than about 6 drivers finish this race. Prost is through in the lead. Now you see Senna closing right up on Niki Lauda, who is second. I think we all expected to see Senna do well this season. I don't think we expected to see him do as well as this. I talked to him about 5 minutes before the race began. I asked him if he was optimistic about his chances. He said he had the right tyres, the car was going well. That's René Arnoux in 4th position. And funnily enough, Senna is benefiting from the fact that he has less horsepower than Lauda, because you can't use all the horsepower in this race of a turbocharged car.
Well, certainly this is a terrific lift for the Tolman team. Their new car is obviously going very well, but whilst the driver can't drive unless he's got a car to sit in, you must say that this is credit to the exceptional talent of Ayrton de Senna.
Now let's just watch him. On lap 18 in this 2-hour race, Prost is back in the lead with Mansell out of the race, and you see the battle developing now for second place between Niki Lauda there and Ayrton.
Grand Prix, and we're going to pick it up right where we left it so you won't miss a trick. I think we left it on lap 18. Nigel Mansell, unfortunately, had just spun off. Alain Prost had regained the lead. It's still pouring with rain as we rejoin it, and commentators James Hunt and Murray Walker.
And there's Senna. He's showing now Niki Lauda his front wheels. But Lauda, of course, is not about to move over under any circumstances at all. Prost has gone through. And that is the gap between the race leader, Alain Prost, and this battle for second place between Lauda in the Marlboro McLaren and Senna in the Tolman, as they come round the Rascasse, out of it, and up the finishing straight. Out of the Rascasse now. And Prost has gone through some 24 seconds ago already. And there is Arnoux, with behind Arnoux in 5th position, Keke Rosberg, and Senna challenging for that second place, and he's taken it. A magnificent bit of driving by Senna, who's now in 2nd place.
Yeah, that was absolutely marvellous. Senna went round the outside of Lauda into the Rascasse, and that was brave and skillful.
Brave and skillful indeed. Senna now pulling away from Niki Lauda, and I will keep a stopwatch on the gap between Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna, the new second-place man. Here it is again, and this is Senna taking Lauda and second position.
Yes, they're on the pit straight now, but that's slightly curved, and they won't be able to use full power, so Senna is using a lot of throttle control here. Niki's hugging the inside, which is the correct line, and Senna's going the long way round him. And Prost will no doubt be informed on the very next time he passes the pits that Senna is in second place and looks capable of catching him. So this puts a lot of pressure on Prost suddenly. His 24-second plus lead looked pretty comfortable before, but it's going to feel jolly uncomfortable to him now.
Lap 19. Prost leads. Senna second. Lauda third. Just behind Lauda now, Arnoux is closing up. He's got Keke Rosberg right behind him in fifth position, and Stefan Bellof is right with Rosberg in sixth place. We could yet see an even more dramatic development with Bellof closing up. Now look at it, here it is, there's Lauda, there's Arnoux, there is Rosberg, and right behind him in sixth position is Stefan Bellof on this, now the conclusion of their 19th lap. Arnoux, Rosberg, Bellof. Stefan Bellof has got at the very most 450 horsepower from his Ford DFV engine in his Tyrrell, whereas Keke Rosberg has got some 650, but that's a disadvantage and not an advantage in today's weather conditions. And Bellof now going into Saint-Devote, Arnoux fourth, Rosberg fifth, Bellof sixth.
Yes, and particularly the advantage is accentuated by the fact that with a normally aspirated engine, without the turbocharger, he has no throttle lag. The problem with for the drivers of turbocharged cars is that when you put your foot on the throttle with a turbocharged engine, the first thing that happens is nothing, and the second thing that happens is everything, in that it comes all with lots of power all at once. Whereas Bellof can move his foot up and down on the accelerator pedal and get exactly what he wants. And this is a big advantage in these ridiculously slippery conditions. And you see Bellof there now challenging at the back of that group, and he's given a little bit of a slide, hung the tail out of it there, that's no problem. He's got terrific car control, Bellof.
Manfred Winkelhock in seventh position behind Bellof is dropping back. Keke Rosberg was saying yesterday that the conditions in the tunnel are absolutely diabolical and will be accentuated in his case by the enormous horsepower that he's got under his right foot. Bellof goes through in sixth position. There is Arnoux fourth, and you can see for yourselves how awful it is on that track. Just a solid ball of spray. Lauda third, Arnoux fourth, Rosberg fifth, Bellof sixth, absolutely together on lap 21 as they come up to Patrese to lap him. And Riccardo Patrese is not exactly the best-known man in the Grand Prix world for moving over and letting you through, so we could see a telescoping of this battle between these four men going from third to sixth positions. Arnoux, Bellof. They're paid a lot of money, and you see now why they earn it and how they earn it. Arnoux, Rosberg. I'm glad to tell you, incidentally, that Patrick Tambay is all right. I thought he'd hurt his leg quite badly, but we've had the good news that Patrick Tambay is perfectly okay, as Lauda, who has got past Patrese, pulls away now, and Arnoux is going to try and take the